Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Ben Claridad, coach of Midtown Barbell. Doing a little extended intro so I could kind of let you know what's going on with the team, let you know where we're at. We just competed, well, 4 of my athletes just competed at the President's Day Open at Lincoln High School in San Francisco. The team has been anxious to start competing again, and it's early in the year, and my thoughts on that are I really want to hammer the legs and work on our weaknesses. So I've been, a stickler for technical stuff lately, and really pushing the squats a lot. For me, I know that we squat 3 days a week right now, and that might not be a lot to some clubs, some coaches, but for the way that we train, it is. So my main focus is improving strength. The guys keep asking me, hey, when's the next meet? I'm like, I don't know. I don't care. I'm more focused on working what we need to work on for now.
Nice deep breath from the heels.
So, but, I had a few people want to compete this weekend, and they all did really well. I was super pleased with how everybody did. Here's Lindsay. One thing we've been working on with her is improving her footwork.
Heels straight.
She's I don't know if I told you this before. She's a softball player. So she'll kind of have a tendency to come up on one toe when she gets in a squat, just for. Hey, I don't know anything about softball, but apparently that's what you do.
Heels.
And improving her overhead stability. Really trying to work on that. And she has made improvements. She was frustrated for a while, and but I just kind of told her to stick with it, and I think it's paid off.
Reach.
This is Jen. She's actually been lifting for a while. She's a 69-kilo lifter. I've seen her at meets before, and I was super excited when she wanted to start training with us. In general, I have a really positive group right now. I'm really happy with the training environment.
Very good.
I've got a few people I'm really trying to push to get to that next level, and Jen is one of them. She's been lifting for a while. She's got great, strong legs. It's just she needs to work on a few things technically. One of them is her jerk. We've pretty much changed every single thing about her jerk so far, and it's for the better. You'll see that she gets kind of called for a press out on one of them. I think she missed one of them, but we pretty much changed everything, like her footwork, her rack position for her jerk, how she resets for that, everything. I honestly speaking, I wish I knew more about coaching the jerk 3 years ago, back when I first started coaching,
Go.
But it is a learning process for me too. A lot of my athletes, we're kind of growing together, as a coach and lifter. So
let's go.
Jen gets to reap the benefits of my experience of coaching the jerk. So it is much improved, and we're going to start pushing the weights a little bit more on
Go. Yep. Finish.
Let's take a look at this. I think she gets called for a press out on this one. She's still going to have some difficulties with that. We've been adding in lots of different stuff. Jerk supports even. I'm not really a big fan of the exercise, but I have been adding them in. Mixing in front squats with the jerk. Different types of jerks, you name it. We're just, I've dedicated more time to that. Here's Emily. She's one of my, I've had her for a long time. One of my better lifters. She's been getting frustrated lately. Everybody gets to one of those points where you're not making progress for a few months. You're not seeing anything measurable. We've been pushing legs lately, and she just doesn't have a great squat, so she's been getting frustrated. But we're really working to improve that. Just what she does, well, she does really well. Like, so she pulls. Her pull is awesome. She just really rips on that bar, and it goes, overhead really nicely. It's just when it's there, she doesn't have a whole lot of stability underneath it, and she'll do things like come up on her toes, things like that. So we're kind of just, working on the fundamentals, making improvements on, on her stability. Actually, you're going to laugh. I actually pulled out the endo board the other day. I've been having her practice on the endo board, I'm not saying that that's going to directly help weightlifting, but you know what? it definitely helps to have good balance. So, you know, say what you will, but you know, we've been doing lots of stuff like snatch balances, overhead squats, jerk supports, you know, a lot of just, you know, ab specific stuff like side bends, things like that. And for her, improving more upper body strength, like things like pull-ups and dips.
Go, buddy. Stay tight.
This is Dean. Unfortunately for him, he was lifting in my session, so I didn't really get to give him a proper warm-up. You know, one of the things that separates people who like lifting weights versus people who are weightlifters is the you know, amount of importance placed on the warm-up process. You know, competing is a skill. You know, it's different than just working out in the gym. You know. So, you know, Dean's going to get more meets in the future. He's hooked now. Once you get one meet in, you're hooked. So he's going to get the proper warm-up next time. But Dean, he comes from, what is the gym? Warriors Fitness in Elk Grove. He's one of the guys who's doing caffeine and kilos. He's super athletic, and he's just kind of wiry, you know, you know. So he'll get in these kind of funny positions, but he's just kind of athletic enough to where he can just kind of make it work. He's definitely, I could tell, you know, when he walked in, he came from an athletic background, probably wrestling or something like that. Yeah, I can usually tell when people come into weightlifting or CrossFit who actually have an athletic background, and Dean is one of those people, for sure. One of the things he needs to work on is his jerk. Kind of like Jen, he runs into the same problems. His back leg will be like way extended, and he's just not, you know, there's not enough stuff stacked on top of each other, so it'll just kind of crumble once he gets it up there. Let's check this out. We're also working on his rack position, making it just a little bit more comfortable, making it just kind of a shorter stroke to get the bar up there. We're going to definitely work on that the next 4 weeks. And also, like I said before, we're mixing up what we do for the jerk. I never have people do jerks off the blocks. I think it's a waste of time. It takes forever to get the blocks out there. It's just like you drop it, the fucking blocks go everywhere. So we've been doing a lot of stuff from the rack.
Yeah.
Mixing up different types of jerks together. You know, one push jerk, one split jerk, one behind the neck jerk, whatever. I don't care. And also jerk supports. All right. So here's me. One thing you'll notice is I changed up my start yet again, but for the better. One of the the parts that I always have the hardest time with is my strength from the ground. You know, I've always had kind of a weaker low back, and you know, I gotta do whatever I can do to, you know, make the start easier. So I'm always kind of working to improve that. I'm kind of really rocking back on my heels and just making sure I get set, and I feel a lot more comfortable. Here's 150. This was huge for me. I've done 150 before, but you know, when you do it in competition, you really own it, and you feel like, you know, it's yours. I was getting super jacked up. I had Slayer going, you know. I felt that double kick drum straight to the ear, and I was feeling it. I was like, you know, I don't need chalk. I don't need extra time. I just want to rip these weights off the ground and, you know, show everyone how confident I am in my skills.
Get up.
And I was definitely feeling confident.
Get your head
I think I even, you know, I'm even talking while I'm jerking on this one. I'm like, I think stuff like that is kind of important, that kind of posturing, you know, kind of making things seem easier than they actually are, because it kind of helps out your mindset, in my opinion. You know, I'm really feeling the pressure right now to kind of, you know, push the weights, you know, while I still can. I just turned 27 actually on this day, so it's not like I could keep doing this stuff forever. I don't want to keep competing if I'm just going to keep throwing the same weights around. So I'm definitely improving. So it feels good. Feels good, bro.